For us, it's really important that we build up state institutions, that we strengthen state institutions so that there is accountability for those people who are directly affected, and civil society certainly has that role to play.
So in this period of COVID, our community more than doubled. The numbers we assumed would come in 2022 happened now. When you work with donors where there's inherently trust, you can use the money in ways that serve the community and the work that you're doing. So this is why I really appreciate the ones we work with. And you've got to trust the people who live the realities. You have to trust the people who do the work or are stewards over the work.
So we're not just, looking at the education, but we're looking at how to use the education to eradicate the social ills within the communities there too, or different communities that we come from.
The role that we've got to play as young people inside civil society, inside the sort of social justice spectrum, it isn't about, catching and lighting a match today and hoping it grows into a wildfire, but really spending time entrenching the ideas of justice and equality and equity inside campaigns that are going to be sustained over a long period of time.
So, the niche that advice officers have, especially community-based paralegals who are the practitioners that work in advice offices, is that they're able to translate complex legal principles and complex legal processes into a language that is relatable, into a language that is understandable, and they're also able to translate the legal process into something that is practicable and accessible.
It's not good enough just to say, we have a thriving civil society. So glad we live in South Africa, where our justice system is great and we have all these fabulous organizations doing all this fabulous work. Those are people who, for the most part, are pretty poorly paid, do it out of love and dedication, have major expenses and capacity constraints, And I think that if you are a South African who cares about the democratic project and who cares about making the society better for everyone, then really there is no better return on your money, even a tiny amount of it, than investing in some of the social justice work that happens in this country, because it's extraordinary and almost always goes, unappreciated.
It became apparent to me that I could use the law to bring about social change, and that you could improve or help people improve their lives, or access to opportunities, access to justice through the use of law. We primarily use the law, so we litigate quite often, but we're quite selective of the types of cases that we take on. We aren't a law clinic where we assist everyone that comes through our door, but we try to take on cases that we know will have a larger social impact. So it won't just benefit that particular client, but will set a precedent, will fundamentally change the law so that other people, like that client, will also benefit from that judgment.
The people that don't feel safe must be, they must get attention so that they feel safe, so that everyone's safety is sort of protected. So it makes sense to fund these organizations to make sure that democracy is real for everyone, and that South Africa really belongs to everyone.